Hi everyone, and welcome to a new Musician Time video. I'm here with someone you might know. Say hi to Alex from WARDRESS.
My fate has always been to praise metal till the end.
Whatever his old band projects are all called, he is just definitely an amazing guitar player, musician. So we are now off to Rolf Munkes' studio in Bensheim, so that you get a more deeper insight how a music album, metal album, is being produced. And we will maybe answer some of your questions on the run while showing you the studio from the inside if you and your band don't know what to do when you want to record your music and have the best quality possible in order to treat your fans with a massive amount of heavy stuff. So let's go. We're arriving at the studio part here. Empire Studio. Die originale Fassbrause.
Very important.
Very important.
Yeah. No production without...
To bribe the producer.
Yes, and we have to drive home after mixing.
That's true. Looks dangerous. So we now get a fancy studio tour. If in case you never saw a studio from the inside, you will see now. So here is a nice working desk. This is Rolf, by the way.
Hi.
He's awesome. We have here so many things. So
yes,
maybe you can explain a little bit.
Yes,
what is it all?
Okay, I can explain. Can you? So this is the computer place. This Cubase. Then we have some outboard gear, like compressors and delays and reverbs and preamps, whatever. And then we have, wow, an old baby called Amec Angela, which is an inline mixing board from the early 90s. And that defines the sound because it's analog and it has nice preamps and nice EQs. So every recording in the studio goes into the channel of the Amec and uses the preamps and the EQs. And that's nice. And then we have some amps.
Really?
Yes, we have some guitar amps.
This is something that where I get triggered.
Yeah, hello, hoo-hoo.
I know, the
yeah.
angle. We have orange, more angle. So this is, I do sense a pattern here. So what is important to you if you choose an amp for your studio?
Okay, if I choose an amp for my studio, I try to have something that is not in everybody's household. So I have an old Savage from the early 90s. I have a Mesa Boogie. I have a Diesel VH4. I have an orange Rockerverb. And I have an old Savage 60, which is really, really nice. Small and nice. And the newest addition is the Mesa Barber from Italy, which is a custom amp, and it's just freaking awesome.
What makes it so awesome?
Michael Schenker played.
Okay. Most important question is, what did you choose?
None of those.
None of those?
None of those. Because we had the wish for a specific sound. And we used the real Marshall amps and not the one... He didn't have it yet. At that
The
time
Master Barber
were,
was not in the house when we did
Maybe
the
we would
recordings.
have used it.
Another thing is, if you want to record, you're not automatically set up right away, which means that you need to calculate a lot of time until you got a production set up that satisfies you and helps you to find the sound you want to achieve with equipment that the studio offers or the equipment that you bring with you in order to record your awesome tracks. So how much time did you guys spend when you dialed the sound the first time? And what did you do to find the perfect sound when you wanted to record finally?
We spent about half a day or one day at least for the guitar sound, as we did not only choose the right amps and effects. So we also tested different speakers, speaker cabinets, position of microphones.
What I usually do when people bring their equipment, and Alex usually brings some superb equipment, so then we put all together, put different caps that we think might work, and then we record one guitar track of each combination we have. And then we sit there, have a coffee and listen through all, and then we combine them. And in the end, we choose the best combination. That's what we usually do. You know, that takes some cups of coffee and some fresh ears. Yeah. But usually we had like 4 amps, I think, and like 3 or 4 cabinets. This Marshall and this cabinet have a more stereo spreading, or they have a little bit more whatever you need. So, and that's the thing.
Yeah.
You might have the like attitude, it's just plug and play, which generally is the case if you are doing your home recording job. But if you want to have a serious production and you spend a lot of money, you might want to have a decent sound. And so don't get the impression you are entering the studio a day and you just record an album. Especially when you do it the first time, that's nuts. And you should just have taken into account that even setting up everything to achieve a place you are satisfied with takes at least a day.
We wanted not only a perfect guitar sound, so the whole sound is important. So guitar is just one part of it.
And not to forget, Alex is really picky on sounds, and he's superb prepared. That helps a lot. There is bands coming in the studio, oh, well, I have no idea. So that was key of the little time preparing. Yes. So that we only needed one day. Been working before a couple of times, so we know each other very well. He knows my microphones, he knows my room, he knows my coffee machine. It's very important.
Yes, especially the coffee machine.
So be prepared, know your stuff, and if you just are not prepared yet for the studio, just make a list now from the stuff we have maybe taught you that you are prepared, and don't spend a amount of money just for compensating your lack of knowledge, if I'm being totally honest here. So now we come to the interesting part, and you guys might want to see how a professional mixing project looks like. It's colorful indeed, and we will now do the best to guide you through the fundamental parts of mixing. So what do we have here?
We have a Cubase session open.
Cubase?
Yes,
Cubase.
We have a Cubase session open. And you see the different colors, and they all mean this is different instruments. So we start with the drums. And we have a lot of channels here. I think we have like, I don't know, 230. Not everything's used, but they have a lot of same colors, so I can see which is. Then we have different room recordings, like far room, mono room, stereo room, some overheads. Guitar solos, they are here. And then we have the rhythm guitars. I recorded a reamp signal, which is very modern thing. In the 70s they didn't do that, they just recorded one microphone or 2 microphones and that's it. And today everybody's recording a reamp track. The real benefit for me in a reamp track is if you have a distorted signal, you just see a wurst. You just see nothing. But in the reamp signal, you can see all the picks, the strums when you go and hit the strings.
We use the trick Metallica often uses, that we have one guitar player for left and right, so the thing is more tight, especially on these fast sounds. We have specific tracks where one or the other guitar player just plays all the rhythm parts,
You have 100 guitar players and they play one riff. They play it in 100 different versions. Everybody's making little difference here and there. Spread is superb because we had some really great amps, so we have really good stereo thing, so we just wanted to have it really tight. There's no reverb, artificial reverb on the tracks.
This is something you guys don't know if you aren't into physics or such, but what is basically reverb? What is basically reverb? Can you tell us?
It's the reflection from a wall, actually.
Yes!
That's it. It's a reflection from a wall, and the further a wall away, the longer it takes to come back and all. If you have different reflection from all the walls, you get a reverb in one space where you are.
And this is why you have sometimes on your pedal board room, hall, concert hall, because this is the emulation of the typical reflection of the sound on these type of rooms.
I recorded a real reverb in the room, so I placed microphones, and this was one of them. And the other one I didn't use because it sounded not that good. We can hear it, I don't know. Yeah, and what's this? Yeah, this one has a bit of a fuller sound comparing to the other one, so I decided I take this one. So, but that makes the guitar sound a little bit more special than most of the recordings I do also, because
we wanted to have that not natural sound on it. So that's a very important thing. It should sound as it's played live, so that was the intention, although it's done in a professional studio. So you get the impression on how it sounds all together.
Just the guitars or everything?
Just the guitars and then everything.
I will be impressed with you. Woo! This sounds so full. It sounds really so full. That's incredible. Like you really have so much room and punch, and you can hear the palm mutes very much highlighted. Even this is great. Yeah,
and I think it started from the beginning of the signal chain until the end. Everything is just really. I mean, I do it for a long time. Alex does it for a long time. We have good equipment. We have good microphones, good preamp. And everything, there's no weak part. You know the flushing hals. I don't know in English.
I don't know what you want to say. I don't know this idiom, but whatever. I just get the point, maybe.
Yeah, you get the point. So there's everything is just well
organized.
Well organized equipment and well thought.
And experience.
Experience.
You can hear the whole thing together. Mm-hmm. So you see where the guitar stands in the mix.
Here.
So it's here. You can hear every instrument very transparent.
That's the thing.
Yes.
Oh. Yeah. We're now taking a look at the guitar solo, since this is most of the time a difficult part to push your main guitar in the mix, minding the fact that you also have rhythm guitars that might interfere with the frequencies of your lead guitar. If you have mixed already, you might have noticed that if you tweak the frequencies, you might be able to push a guitar more in the mix, and if you just dial other frequencies, it might sound really muddy. So we now take a look at the lead guitar parts that Alex has recorded here in this mixing project. and he will tell us a little bit of the secrets how to get this exact tone that stands out perfectly without pushing the other instruments away.
What we did here is that we did not record the solos here. So I was sitting in the recording room, so amps fully cranked, a lot of noise, but the effect I wanted to achieve is that I get this somehow live feeling and this live sound, so also the feedback, which is you can hear here, so it's not clinical. And the second part is what you mentioned with the frequencies, which is quite nice. You don't have to turn the guitar loud. I just use the wah-wah pedal on a specific position to get this specific sound. This trick I learned from Michael Schenker.
The best guitarist in Germany.
Yes, yes. That's what I used on this specific solo.
And it's something different if you have a plug-in or if the wind of the cabinet moves your trouser.
It did not move the trousers.
It did.
Yes, it was loud.
It was superb loud. Yeah.
Okay,
Let's hear it.
This is clearness. This is how clearness sounds.
And here we did also record a room sound.
Yes.
Same thing as the guitar, rhythm guitars.
Natural reverb.
Yes.
Layered with a direct signal.
Yeah.
Never ever record one track. Never ever record just one track. If you want to achieve a broad sound, you need a broad carpet of sound and tracks. Even looks like a carpet with all these colors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, this is a lot of things you might to take into account, and it can be stressful, and I mean, if you aren't experienced, it's a shitload of work, and it's now even not a shitload of work if you're experienced, but what do you say? Was it like something stressful? Did it make you nervous? What were your feelings when you were recording here?
Actually, you see, we put a lot of time into the preparation. So for me, staying with Rolf is always holidays.
Aww. Alright guys, let me know in the comments below how you enjoyed the studio tour video together with Alex from WARDRESS and Rolf from Empire Studios. If you are more into that kind of stuff, please let me know, because it's always a lot of fun to shoot videos with other people, with friends, and just nerd out about music. At this point, I want to say thank you so much to the amazing support on Patreon. You guys are the best team ever. If you want, you can check out my other videos here, or click subscribe, hit the bell and select all if you want to get notified about all my future uploads. Stay tuned and rock on.